there's something strange going on in Beacon Hills, California. Strange, but captivating. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Teen Wolf moments.
You think I'm gonna let you put these on, chain me up like a dog?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at moments from the 2011 show loosely based on the 1985 film that warmed our hearts, made us gasp, brought us to tears, or simply stole our hearts. Be warned, there will be spoilers.
You're gonna cut off my arm.
Number 10. Allison dies in Scott's arms. From day one, Allison was one of the show's most kick-ass characters, so it was only fitting that her death be one of Teen Wolf's most heroic moments. In the heat of battle, Oni is poised to deliver a death blow to Isaac, but Allison saves him in the nick of time with a well-placed arrow. Sadly, just moments later, another Oni fatally stabs her. Her death was a serious blow to fans, but at least it was a relatively peaceful death with time for goodbyes. Before passing on, she tells Scott that she's glad she could die in the arms of not just her first love, but also someone she'll always love.
I'm in the arms of my first love. The first person I've ever loved. The person I'll always love.
Talk about a truly heartbreaking moment. Number 9. Stiles fears he shares his mother's brain condition. It's not often that Stiles talks about his deceased mother, but her death plays a major part in this Season 3 moment. Fearful that he's developing the same form of dementia that killed her, Stiles undergoes an MRI to find out if he has the disease.
You know what they're looking for, right?
Understandably, he fears the worst, that his brain will shrink just like hers did.
Only form of dementia that can hit teenagers. And there's no cure.
In a moment of unity or friendship over everything else, Scott promises that if he does have the condition, he'll bite Stiles to cure him.
Stiles, if you have it, we'll do something.
It's a scary and grim time for both of the boys. But as this exchange proves, their close friendship provides light even in the darkest of times. Number 8. Kate is alive. In the paranormally prone town of Beacon Hills, characters coming back after they're presumed dead shouldn't be that surprising. But Kate's return proved downright shocking nonetheless. After dying in the Season 1 finale, and being absent for all of Season 2, it seemed like she was dead and gone for good. Sure, she'd been appearing in Allison's dreams throughout the season, but still her presence seemed firmly rooted in Allison's imagination, not foreshadowing for her return in the Season 3 finale. A testament to the writing staff's ability to keep things interesting, Kate's big reveal remains one of the show's most shocking moments and biggest twists.
Seeing me as a surprise? Watch this.
Number 7. Allison learns her mother has died. The death of a parent is never easy. Bitten by Derek in his attempts to save Scott, Victoria Argent decides to take her own life rather than become what she hates. Unaware of her mother's decision, however, Allison arrives at the hospital, learning too late of her mother's death. Allison's grief is palpable as she asks her dad if this is some kind of training exercise, which it sadly isn't.
Dad, if this is some kind of sick training session, you better tell me, you better tell me.
He holds her as she screams, in a moment that feels all too real. It remains one of Allison's most powerful scenes in the series.
What happened? What happened?
Number 6. Lydia's birthday party and the hallucinations.
Happy birthday!
One of the show's greatest strengths is its ability to get to the core of each character, even amidst all the supernatural mayhem. In this particular episode, deepest fears come to life. After accidentally ingesting wolfsbane, the guests at Lydia's party begin to hallucinate. Scott imagines Allison kissing Jackson, while Jackson sees himself and his birth parents as faceless creatures. It's Stiles' hallucination that packs the most punch, however. He imagines his father blaming him for his mother's death.
You killed your mother. You hear me? You killed her.
Sheriff Stilinski hurls some nasty accusations at him, claiming that Stiles is killing him too.
And now you're killing me.
It's an effectively devastating scene, and just one of the many times we desperately want to give Stiles a hug throughout the series.
I thought, how the hell am I supposed to raise this stupid kid on my own? This hyperactive little bastard who keeps ruining my life.
Number 5. A badly beaten Stiles returns home to his dad.
Come on, Stiles, where the hell are you?
Right here.
Even in a show with strong parent-child relationships, Stiles and Sheriff Stilinski have always stood out. When Stiles shows up bloodied and bruised from his treatment at the hands of Gerard, he's unable to tell his father the truth about his injuries, blaming it on a rival lacrosse team as cover-up.
Okay, it was just a couple kids from the other team. You know, they were pissed about losing, and I was mouthing off. You know, the next thing I know,
Who was it?
The sheriff and loving father is immediately infuriated, even threatening to pistol whip those who he believes attacked his son. Thankfully, Stiles manages to talk him down.
I said it was okay.
It's a complete departure from his rational self, one that, while misguided, is undeniably endearing. The combined reactions of father and son reiterate just how strong of a bond these two men share. Number 4. Stiles handcuffs Scott to a radiator. Turning into a werewolf doesn't seem like the most enjoyable of experiences,
Not fun, huh?
as evidenced by the toll Scott's early transformations take on him. In Season 1, the new werewolf is particularly susceptible to the moon's influence, acting totally unlike himself and going so far as to kiss Lydia and rub it in Stiles' face later.
You should have seen the way she got her hands all over me. She would have done anything I wanted.
To both protect him and get back at him a little, Stiles handcuffs Scott to a radiator during his transition.
What the hell are you doing? Protecting you from yourself. And giving you some payback.
Stiles even gives him a personalized water bowl. Notes of levity aside, however, you can see that Stiles is hurt by having to chain up his friend. But it's one of those moments where tough love is the only choice. Number 3. Lydia tells Jackson she still loves him. Deaths are common on Teen Wolf, but that doesn't make them any easier to handle, especially when they're so well executed. Case in point, the death of Jackson. After he turns into the Kanima, the group is left with no choice but to kill him. He and Lydia had a complicated on and off relationship, but with imminent death comes perspective, and he asks her if she still loves him. Of course, before he can finish the question, she passionately tells him that she does.
Do you still?
God, I do.
We don't get to hear Jackson's feelings before he dies in her arms, but some things go without saying. It's a gut-wrenching moment that, quite frankly, we haven't gotten over. Number 2. Stiles and Lydia kiss. Every good teen show has a will they, won't they couple.
I feel it's Reynolds the one I'll be winning.
And Stiles and Lydia fit that bill perfectly.
Two people together who nobody ever thought would be together. Ever.
No, I can see that.
Just when the show made it seem like we'd never see the two together. In Season 3, our fangirl dreams were finally fulfilled.
I can't.
Stiles, look at me.
Stiles is in the midst of a panic attack after he learns that Chris has been taken. And not knowing what else to do, Lydia kisses him in order to calm him down and distract him from the drama.
There's a ghost upon the moor tonight.
It works, and the look on Stiles' face is a perfect blend of confusion, awe, and absolute adoration for Lydia. And despite her justifications, she seems sincerely affected herself.
How'd you do that?
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
And when the paralysis wears off, who's gonna be able to fight that thing, you or me?
Okay, so that's why I've been holding you up the past 2 hours?
Different, but still beautiful. Just like the rest of you.
Number 1. Scott intends to kill himself.
There's no hope.
Even though the supernatural elements are a big draw, it's the human relationships that really make us love Teen Wolf. And the bond between Stiles and Scott is arguably the strongest one. After spending the night in a creepy motel that causes everyone to hallucinate, Scott is convinced that he's a burden to those around him and decides to kill himself.
Maybe I should just be no one again.
Thankfully, best friend Stiles is there for him as always, and reminds Scott how much he means to him. He's his best friend and brother.
Scott, you're my brother.
In fact, Stiles is willing to sacrifice himself to prove it.
So if you're gonna do this, then I think you're just gonna have to take me with you.
In a show full of strong emotional scenes, this moment stands out as the most pure and heartfelt. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.